You know, it's good to be here. Another Monday morning, one of my favorite day of the week. Not sure if I'm going to have to go to work today or not, but not sure. I don't want to open myself up to copyright infringement by playing the Beatles. But we'll just play a little bit. I think that's fair use. Oh, mm. So we're waking up today in the biggest country in the world, Canada. Um, waking up at 10, half past 10. Uh, and yeah, really, I just I'm at a loss for words. Right. We'll talk about food and nutrition. Maybe I'll call up some friends and we can get like some just discussion going. We'll see here. Call up my number one bass player, uh, musician under the radar. I'd be surprised if this guy does not go like solid gold, you know. So I'm gonna give him a phone call. Oh, I learned how to use this phone. Okay, I'm doing this retardedly. It's okay though. Sometimes doing things the retarded way is yeah, just take your time and who cares. And then by doing so, sometimes you discover like glitches or things that you wouldn't otherwise. Okay, I'll just go to the phone app. I'm messing around anymore. Okay, dial pad. Oh no, contacts. Okay, yeah, like I could remember a 7-digit telephone number. Okay, here we go. All right. Let me guess. He's gonna start out talking about his meds, his prescribed medication. I think. Oh,
I can't answer right now. I'll leave a message.
After leaving a message, you can hang up or press pound for more options.
hello, Robert. I'm just concerned about your well-being. Please return my telephone call at your earliest convenience. Let me know you're okay. See ya. Okay, now let's see. I'm gonna call up. Who next? My other crony, my number one and number two cronies. I already texted him. He's probably sleeping. Although, yeah, I've all my friends seem to be night owls.
You have reached mailbox number.
Direct to voicemail. Who uses voicemail anymore? I do. Okay. Yeah. Out of coffee. I'm gonna. What can I do? I'm gonna leave you with some Dr. Phil. Okay. Without the volume, so I don't think that'll be a copyright thing. I'm just gonna get a coffee. I'll be right back. This is my commercial break. Okay. Okay, we're back. we like the the royal we are back. I'm gonna have a little coffee. This is sorry, Kentucky coffee. uh, Man, that is a cool thing. If you have an administrative type job, you can just keep a bottle of liquor in your desk and just spike your coffee all day long and get through the day. I wouldn't advise anyone trying to do that. It's hard on the liver, I think. Uh, but what? So, what I was thinking, the mainstream media. I'm tapped in to some degree. I don't go to my way to watch mainstream news sources, but that's sometimes I do. For example, I'll listen to talk radio, and well, observationally, I've it's almost never good news. Everything is like just even from the introductory theme, the music they play on say CTV News. It's like boom, boom, get ready to get scared. Boom, boom, we're gonna tell you a lot of bad stuff. Boom, 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 doo, 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 doo. Doo, 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 doo. It's like, scare the pants off all these Canadian the boomers. The sky's falling. Oh boy. Oh no. Mm. But being completely I think probably I'm the most sane and rational person in the entire country, as are my like tragically medicated friends. Now, yeah, we're not getting any phone calls. I imagine. I'll tell you what I am. I'd be lying if I said I weren't um, horribly concerned uh, about having like a particular problem I developed. It's hard to say this: premature ejaculation. I just like a light breeze and boom, blow my load. brush brush up against brush up against like a low counter because I'm fairly tall. Whoa! I just you know drop the sack. Boy, that's not cool. Drop the sack. Get better bust a nut. Kentucky coffee. Yeah. Mm. What do we have here? It's only cost retail about $19 for 20 cigarettes. Sort of like 89 cents a smoke. I think I'd do the math. You do the math. I'm not going to. I suppose I could. I should. You know what? That always never a bad thing to practice your own mental arithmetic. Like just roll some figures around in your mind. Perform what do you call it? Operations, plus minus, division, multiplication. Try and compute like a logarithm or something. If you want to get really advanced, beyond me. I'm not beyond me. I just I don't know if I have the patience to really gear up my mental arithmetic ability. If you're listening, you wanna present some kind of puzzling equation or something. Maybe I'll entertain it. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that I'm in fact a medical doctor. That I could, I'm in the good books. If I really wanted to open a practice, work at a hospital, I could. But I saw the direction things are going, Like I wouldn't work in the public service, either the school system or the universal health care system, and only out of principle. And even though I'm qualified to do so, I could be earning like quadruple what what I'm making setting up concrete shit. Yeah, I can't on principle. Like maybe I should. I'm thinking about maybe doing some kind of holistic medicine thing. Um, but the Hippocratic oath, that's to me is you gotta vow to, you know, first rule, like don't make things worse for people, right? Very simple precept, a very noble approach, I think. And you see, there's pressure within the system to like totally throw that out the window. So I cannot practice medicine in good faith in the society in which we find ourselves here. Circumstantial things prevent me from uh, doing so. Oh, yeah. How many doctors do you know that smoke? It's bad habit. That's all. That's what it is. It's not. I wouldn't advocate. You know, it'd be different if I didn't suck back a pack of cigarettes every day. I guess. But I'm roughly a pack a day type smoke. 20 smokes a day. Uh, wouldn't be like, you know, if I just smoked a pipe, uh, period, like to me, yeah, I'm just to me this is just it's a chemical addiction, right? I'm a nicotine head. But I'll tell you this too: there's only one brand of cigarette you're gonna. Well, there's maybe two. You can see that Northfield Natural, Biologique. Oh, wait, there we go. There's the English side, I think. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that at home on your TV set. Got your TV set turned on. Don't 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 change that channel. uh, yeah, yeah. So, gee, waiting. No, no. It seems like nobody. I'm just speaking into the abyss. That's a frightening thing. I think about that. Like, hello, is anybody out there? Out there? Out there? No response. Hello, universe. Oh, hello, hello, world. That's the first thing. That's always the first. If you're learning programming, you know, how do you make the screen spit out the words "Hello, world" in whatever way, like C, language of C. Then you compile it and it works, and it's like, wow, I wrote a program that uh, spits out a boilerplate. I made a boilerplate. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, I laugh. My programming skills leave much to be desired, and I will say this: if anyone's listening, I I have endeavored to write programs. I've written programs when I was young, computer programs in basic language, um, and yeah, it takes a high level of competency to be able to structure, you know, computer language into usable form for you know, you're really dividing your mind and like compartmentalizing things, and I'll just leave it at that. Well, I guess what I wanted to say is that yeah, I have a high level of esteem. I hold programmers in high esteem because I know how daunting the task can be to write a computer program, and especially graphics and games. Wow, I wouldn't even begin to, like, a little late in life. I'm a little long in the tooth for that. See, Monday, probably a lot of people are, heading off to work today. I'm fortunate enough to be in a position that you don't necessarily have to work every day. This is kind of work, right? I imagine I got paid for if I made $30 a day, that'd be the cat's meow right there. I'm just doing what I like, talking to people. Whew. Pontificating on my cyber stump. Pontificating on my cyber stump. Just full of little things like that. That guy, all he does is he pontificates from his cyber stump. You think he's special? So yeah, roll up the sleeves. Get your. I didn't get paid $50,000 to tell you this. Roll up your sleeve and get the whatever vaccine is in your arm is the best one. You heard it here first. Get protected. We gotta flatten the curve, don't you know? Yeah, you see those books on the shelf over there, where my thumb is there. It's not all books actually. It's just like a pile of kind of flat stuff. There's some books. I need like a temporary secretary. I need a temporary secretary. Yeah, someone. No, I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to go. Even though I did set this to age restriction, just in case I say something horribly horribly R-rated. Okay, now we got let's get some action happening here. Yeah, I texted my boss. He didn't text me. He's probably still sleeping. It's now 11:15. So it's almost noon. Now I'm thinking about what am I going to eat for lunch. Probably just like egg salad on toast. I'm thinking glass of milk. Anytime can be fire time. Anytime can be fire time. Oh, what the hell? No, this is old. Yeah, I wrote this. Anytime can be fire time with a stove. I like to open the windows on not too cool days like today. Crank up the campfire anyway, bros. I can't believe the stuff I write sometimes. Yeah, I'm just going through my. If you're wondering what I'm doing, if you just tuned in, I'm just going through my mobile computing device here. And yeah, I don't want to give all my trade secrets, but I can't help show it up. It's a BlackBerry Q10. I call it the Obama phone because I believe it's the same model that was issued to President Obama. Who, you know what? Yeah, I've relegated myself to only say nice things about people, and I found Barack Obama to be really affable and. Yeah, he clearly has a great sense of humor. So that's all I'm gonna say about President Barack Obama. And Donald Trump again. Well, here's someone that was like in the periphery of me growing up, watching what's on TV at the time was WWF wrestling. There was taken up Three's Company, all these. It was the golden era of sitcoms, and I mean, watching MASH reruns. Wow, man, that was really you know, as a child, I didn't know much about history, and so you know, I didn't know the Korean War from the Vietnam War, right? But to see even so, there's brilliant comedic writing behind the scenes. Alan Alda, he was the sort of guy I could relate to, I guess. Like if you're someone with a top talent, mine happens to be playing guitar. People treat you a little differently. Than they would like if you lacked talent. But everybody's got some kind of talent. I hope there's some really sadly gormless people out there, and it's our duty to take care of them and ensure that they've got some kind of meaningful purpose in their life, right? Say the same about look in the mirror. Quit the projection, bro. Turn off the projector and get into the now. If you're feeling any sort of sense of pity about, I know smoking in 2021 is like a highly taboo thing to do. Like, like oh, I'm the devil. Well, yeah, it's bad, but you know what? Guess what? I'm otherwise quite healthy, and I can hold my breath for a whole minute, and I'll prove it. My wristwatch is working. I wonder if okay, it's keeping time. Good. It's an automatic wristwatch, so you got to keep it moving. You can't wind it up or anything. To wind it up, you just swing your arm at 30-degree pendulum. Okay. Okay, watch. Okay, I'm gonna really do it. Make sure I can still do. I make these incredible claims. I can do this. Okay, we're gonna do it live on air. I'm gonna hold my breath for. I'm gonna at least a minute. Okay, so see the. You can't see the second hand. I need better camera and stuff. Okay, we'll go. Okay. minute 5, roughly 65 seconds. That's not bad. I used to practice that as a kid, and yeah, like when I was 10, I probably do 2 minutes. It's powerful lungs. I know it's no great feat. I gotta say something. So I'm really impressed with the whole YouTube live streaming interface, BTW. Excuse me while I'll spare you. I'll shut the microphone off. I'm just clearing the sinuses. Say something. Get in here. Hey, get in here. That's something you see on 4chan a lot. Get in here. Happening. Oh, big deal. Maybe I could do a link. We got some participants. Hopefully, maybe generate an audience. Let's see. Start a new thread. I see. I should have done this beforehand. I don't want to. I don't want to be boring. Yeah, but now you're gonna have to bear with me while I see if I can't generate an audience on the fly. Masks come off today. Okay. my whole typing history is ensconced. Okay. Get in here. So if I get a blanket ban or something, whatever. Not anonymous anymore. I need a graphic though. Okay, let's go with this one here. Post. Okay, yeah, seems to have been successful. Now, yeah, I'd like to, as a medical doctor, answer questions. A lot of people have questions about the veracity of these vaccines. I'd say the big four. You got AstraZeneca. Well, you don't hear about that. We're not hearing about it. Moderna, Pfizer, and Johnson and Johnson. And like, which one do you think might be the best if you're going to immunize yourself against this horrible flu bug going around? Oh God, you don't want to catch the COVID. That's for sure. And we got let's see, we're getting daylight. You know what? I live in a northern community, and community. It's a really close knit community, and we in the summer, wow, we get such long days. Like the sun is still out at 9 in the evening, and it's really, we had such a beautiful day yesterday. It would have been the perfect day. Like, I mean, work sucks, right? Like you're gonna go to work. It's it's not called fun. It's called work. Um, but any little thing like is a bit of a blessing. For example, like you think work is bad, and then now you're compounding, like it's raining, or you're working outside and it's raining and it's muddy and it's like it's just nastiness, right? So, like, as bad as work is, like, you begin to appreciate all the little things, like a gentle breeze. Thank God that gentle breeze is blowing because it's hot out. It's 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 well, make it's as hot as what? Really hot, really hot, really hot. Really, really. Mm. You shouldn't make fun of retarded folk. It's not going to turn out well. Trust me on that one. Talk about low hanging fruit. Let's pick on this retard. It's bullyism. Sometimes you like a workplace bully. I was thinking of putting that on my resume. Expert bullyist, expert in bullying. Like you know, and the only way to learn how to bully is to be bullied. And I was I was harshly bullied as a child. Really, I think I have PTSD, and maybe I can get the government to pay my rent now. Yeah, if it weren't for the bully, man, I'd have to go get a job. But yeah, we're not getting. Nobody is filtering in yet. I don't know how well my little off the cuff invitation went. Well, maybe I'll go back and check on it here. Put her in the. Where are we here? There we go. I'll put it in my. I've got 2 monitors. Yeah, that's maybe interesting to some people. Yeah, giving a kind of a. Yeah, it's a little bit of an embarrassing mess, but let's see here if we can. See, that's an old-fashioned cathode ray tube monitor, and then yeah, you can see like mess, coffee cups everywhere. Computer. Here's us on the screen. See my camera, microphone, darkroom timer. It's not a darkroom. I'm just the sort of guy who likes to have a darkroom timer. Oh boy, yeah. Don't want to advertise that. Like the feds are like, oh, what do you want to do with a timer? I for anyone out there listening, I can well assure you that I have no malicious intent. It's just them to plug my lamp into. I found it at the Bonneville Antique Store. It's cost me, I think, $20. I think $20, and if you were to try and purchase a similar thing new, you're probably looking at 80 to 90. Maybe you get a used one, 40, 50. So I think $20, for what it is not a bad deal. Yeah. Yeah, someone asked me if what would you do if the internet disappeared? They're like, I'd scream into the abyss, the abyss. How do you say abyss, the abyss, the great Stygian abyss. No, I don't think I'd lose my head or anything. I think I'd probably. I've got a typewriter. I've got pens, paper. I can write, post notes, and say, Ooh, I'll show you a neat drawing I did. Um, yeah, it's I like to draw. Uh, I should do more drawing. And my dad even told me you should consider becoming a draftsman. I think that's really cool, a cool profession. So just some really conceptual nonsense I came up with. I'm always thinking about like starting a band and stuff. And, looking at it now, it's not bad. And you can, it's sort of codified. I used like a little system of codification when I drew it. Yeah. I have a late friend who once said like I should get into cryptography because I'm good at pattern recognition. Or like committing like arbitrary sequences in my mind. But yeah, it looks like today is going to be another lazy day. I don't know. I might have to take a break from the broadcast schedule. Be interesting if we could get callers in here, and if anyone's watching, lurking. Yeah, if we have any lurkers out there, you don't be shy. Say hi. I won't bite. We got. Gee, I got to do this like organically. You know, literally beg my friends to interact with with me through this medium. So, well, gee, what's that song about? Like, the tears of a clown or something. Um, like deep down inside, I'm horribly anxiety stricken, and humor is a deflective mechanism. Uh, we can call someone up. Let's see. Okay, that's my one of my biggest problems. I've only got like 4 friends. I need to get on Facebook, and then I can have like 300 friends. Okay, now, who can we call? Call my uncle. Make sure my uncle Foss is doing all right. How many people do you know who have an Uncle Foss? I'm the only one I know. It's a pretty unusual name. This will be good. We always get in like yelling matches. I wouldn't be here today if. Oh, good God! It's gonna be the century or the decade of few people pass away, as they say, the deceased. You know, uh, it's an inevitability. No one, when you're facing mortality, you begin to I didn't accomplish enough, or I didn't, then you start like going into like, if you're a procrastinator, you're like, I should have done this, that, this, that, this, that. I'm about to I'm about to expire. You know, God, wow, and well, all the horrible things I like. Want to go into detail, like iconography. That's a bad one. Mm. Guilty as charged. Like just using a computer and like this. What is the most holy language? I want to get theosophical about. Is there a holiest of languages? Like, would it be Hebrew? Would it be would it be Arabic? Uh, English? Probably not English. Uh, and none of the Latin, maybe Latin. I don't know. Parlez-vous français, monsieur? Uh, I just ordered someone to speak French. Parlez-vous français? Maintenant. 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 I can spell that. I'm just sort of an amateur when it comes to different languages. Once I translated one of my own songs into Swedish using Google Translate, and then sang it in Swedish. And I thought that was fun. Good exercise. Ring me up on the gamla phone. Da, 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 da. I can't remember it now. Okay, now. I just posted something. Masks come off today, and then the proverbial mask seems to be off. From what I gather, these days, who knows what's real, what's fiction? I try and I guess my thing is yeah, keep under the radar by doing a YouTube live broadcast. Philip Brailsford murdered Daniel Shaver in cold blood, and not only did he get away with it completely, he was rewarded. He now lives off taxpayer money, while Daniel's wife and two little girls lost their car and are losing their house. So that's a kick in the teeth for the victim. I don't know if you're familiar with that story. It's like some guy was showing his female company his pellet gun in a hotel. You know, to me that right there, that's a little odd. You know, because he was, I guess, he worked as a exterminator for vermin, and then so I guess someone like saw the silhouette of him like holding a gun in a hotel room, called the police. Police show up, and they made him do like a Simon Says routine before they ended his life with the by shooting him from a couple of feet away. It was pretty horrifying to watch the video. I'd say yeah, it was unsettling to say the least. Mm. Okay, do you guys realize this is basically one big echo chamber of propaganda and or schizo society rejects rights? Okay, that's like, was that written by a computer or what? People agreeing with you here post threads that talk about time shifts, evil 5G conspiracies, and mind control chips. They think Bill Gates is an evil villain on the level of James Bond movie, of a James Bond movie. You see that, like, yeah, everyone knows this. What? You don't go on politically incorrect on 4chan. Okay, does slash poll slash want to crash my final that I didn't study for. Final exam. Okay, didn't study for my Jap class. I suppose that's like Japanese. Graduate level class. Have a Zoom link. Does poll want to have fun? What are the political implications of crashing my final? How do you do? You do. I'm I don't know what to make of that. I presume someone's doing a final exam online in some strange fashion. When I think of exam, I think of a desk and like 17 pages that I gotta write on. Really old school. Explodey, but mostly peaceful rockets. Explode. So the simplest humor really tickles me sometimes. Almost brought a tear to my explodey, but mostly peaceful rockets. I think this is references like Israel's when has not been a target. God, I, yeah, easy to laugh from my cyber stump in a mostly peaceful community. Yeah, I'm not gonna click that. Okay, is it possible that Instagram will have a long-term dysgenic effect on the human population? Women can now make a good living simply by being hot. They don't even have to leave their homes if they don't want to. Just take a few pictures, upload. Yeah, I suppose that's I don't think I've seen more honest words scrawled across my computer screen. Is it possible that Instagram will have a long-term dysgenic effect? Well, no, that's a good question. It very well might, like that. I don't even know what dysgenic means. Dysphoria, all these clinical type sounding words. Clinical type sounding. Drinking some coffee here. Let's get someone on the line. Let's spice up this broadcast a little bit. We'll get some interaction here. Okay. Aha. The good partner in crime. When I say crime, I mean like in a good sense. Okay. Don't want to push the envelope. Hey, that's 4 rings is sort of that's how I do things. Like if they don't answer after 4 rings, then I'll get mildly concerned about their well-being, but they're probably just busy, right? I don't have time. I don't have time for some relic like myself. Let's go. Who else? Gee, kind of definition of insanity: repetitious behavior. Calls. I'll go to people who've called me. Who's good caller in her. See, some of these people they don't even have a like internet or like their like a laptop is the best they got, and they do all their internet on a little phone. I'm a computer god. All right. Okay. Maybe I'll. You know what? I don't. Some people, yeah. The protocol today is you send a message first. Wanna call in. Wanna call in to my live broadcast. And I'll say that he called my first live broadcast. He called while I was live on the air. I was running the whole thing off this 10-year-old phone, and he said there's a noticeable delay. Uh, so it was like my phone's processor was just maxed out, I suppose. But now I'm on a more stable connection. Wired, we're twisted pair. Ooh, that's a question. Yeah, I'll just leave it simple. We want to call into my live broadcast. We'll see if we get a response here, and I'll shuffle out someone. Who else can I call? No one's answering. Monday, still morning. I have this a number I don't recognize, and the message is, "What you been doing lately?" Like, I don't know who that is, but what have I ever been doing? Someone made a record label, like, and the motto was like in reference to me. It's like when how do they phrase it? When doing nothing at all is still too much. That's you shouldn't laugh about that. Sloth is not a virtue. It's an anti-virtue. You don't want to be a lazy, slothful, slovenly retrobate. Welcome to Kick. Oh, gee, well, I must have been drunk. Signing up on social media platforms. Oh, I know. He's probably working today. Yeah, he feels so alone when he got a Monday off. But I'm half expecting, I'm coming to work like 2 in the afternoon. I'm like half in the bag already. I guess I'd do it, but I can't drive. Oh, thinking of you. Oh, let's just read more. We'll see how my thing went. Oh, that leave. Please elaborate. Oh, it's already archived. Ah, gee, that didn't work. If you could see what I'm seeing, I guess I could hold up the low tech reflective device here. It's my post on certain. You know, I hate those banner ads, and they're always pornographic and yeah, ultra lewd. Okay, so I think what it is, I just got called a fucking retard, and I think it's because the link I posted. Maybe I'm doxing myself, frightening prospect, I suppose. But we're gonna. I like to think I have like diplomatic immunity, being a space alien. I'm definitely gonna have to take a break and replenish the big boy juice. Big boy juice. So Brit poll. We've got British news here. Okay, Labour reshuffle. Annalise Dodds out in Starmer's They said, I don't even know these people. Starmer's post-election reshuffle. Annalise Dodds will now become the Labour Party's chair, replacing Deputy Leader Angela Rayner, whom Sir Keir fired from the role on Saturday. So Sir Keir, that would just be a designation that they're elected senior politician, I guess. Sir, like who calls anyone sir? Like people call me sir all the time, but I've kind of earned the proverb or the pronoun. Sir Keir fired from the role on Saturday. Miss Rayner will instead replace Rachel Reeves in shadowing Michael Gove. I don't know if that's Gove or Govey. I don't know how to pronounce that. There's no. I'm just gonna go with Gove. Probably Gove. Because I know there's an automotive shop and the proprietor, his surname is Cove, and that's how they pronounce it. So I'll say just switch the C to a G. Gove. Okay, Michael Gove at the Cabinet Office as Miss Reeves is promoted to the shadow chancellor role. The Labor. Wow, that's a lot to unpack, right? Whoever wrote this is a master of brevity. The Labor leader will chair a meeting of his revamped front bench team later. In a statement, Sir Keir added the party must change in response to challenges posed by the COVID pandemic. What is the COVID pandemic? I haven't heard of this. And learn from areas where it is lost, where it lost. Learn from areas where it lost. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I'll read that again like a TV anchorman. Okay. Annalise Dodds will now become the Labour Party's chair, replacing Deputy Leader Angela Rayner, whom Sir Keir fired from the role on Saturday. Mrs. Rayner will instead replace Rachel Reeves in shadowing Michael Gove at the Cabinet Office, as Miss Reeves is promoted to shadow chancellor role. The Labour leader will chair a meeting of his revamped front bench team later. His revamped front bench team. That doesn't easily roll off the tongue, right? In a statement, Sir Keir added the party must change in response to challenges posed by the COVID pandemic and learn from areas where it lost. So this is, I guess, the Labour Party is. I don't even know. You know, we should just go back to simplistic monarchy, in my opinion. But well, God forbid you get a less than benevolent monarch. Could you handle being king or like a absolute authority, with absolute power, governing over a whole country? I don't know. Yeah, you think about that. I was like, yeah, I could be king. Yeah, with great responsibility comes great, or with great power comes great responsibility. I think I've got that wrong, but well, essentially, got it right. You want to hear birds chirping? Well, I can do that. That's funny. I think last night I was pretending people were asking me questions on my chat line, and then responding, kind of sort of a platonic fiction. That was a fun exercise for myself. that's the one thing. If you can entertain yourself, and though I may be like talking into the void, might be a couple of people listening. Um, just by exercising and even pretend I could pretend like I've got like 16 million viewers or like 700 viewers, and to me it's all the same. I'm at the least I'm getting comfortable becoming a media personality, and I like the idea of I gotta quit the sauce, the smoking. You can't really. You can smoke on TV now, right? Like, I guess I'm setting a bad example. Gee, old habits die hard, and I'll tell you what, like there's worse things I could do, like get into extreme sports. You wanna increase the odds of drastically shortened lifespan. Get into like hella skiing or something. Drop, it's like got a pair of skis and drop you out of a plane, and you parachute onto some kind of like dangerous incline on a mountain summit. Uh, can you do it? Yeah. Thanks. I'll stick with like hardly going anywhere and smoking. That's statistically probably safe bet. I'm not going to get just reduced lung capacity, I suppose. But I did demonstrate. In case you're just tuning in earlier, I demonstrated I can hold my breath for over a minute. I but roughly 1 minute. I could have gone longer, but I don't, I don't want to destroy my own brain cells. Oh yeah. This is I like doing the Omegle thing, eh? Like you make if you're patient enough, um, you're gonna connect with some really really fascinating people. Or like imagine Omegle, like if maybe you're a simplistic type person, you can connect with other simplistic types and have a good time. You know. And Sumer is Ikumen in Latin. Some of the vernacular on this basket weaving forum is just beyond me, man. Like, there's good God, they're now speaking another language. Looks to me, it may as well be. Oh, look at this! Wow, this is like some kind of society or something. They dress up like tree men. We'll get the monolithic viewing technology here. I don't know if you can make that out, but it's a man dressed in some kind of strangely woven thing with shrubbery and antlers on top of his head, holding a what would you call that? A pewter mug. Wonder what he's drinking. Probably not coffee. Coffee. Who likes that? That's my favorite. My three favorite beans are the coffee bean, the cocoa bean, and the vanilla bean. That's mm. Mix them all up. Get some. Here's what you do. You get like a real vanilla ice cream, a creamery. Get the good stuff, and then you take like pulverized coffee, ground coffee, right? The finer the better. Like espresso grind is probably best, and just dust the vanilla ice cream with the coffee, and then throw in like some chocolate chips. You know, if you're really rich, you probably get like just break up like real chocolate, because those chips are full of soy. You don't want to eat too many. Uh, if you're a man, you don't want. I think this is the wisdom. And you want to sit around eating soy products all day, and estrogen. Smoking and drinking alcohol are not less than ideal. Let's call it that. But you're an adult. You've got agency, um, and you can decide for yourself, like what sorts of things, like what's bad and what's good. Mm. We're going to yeah, gee, I got to earn my $30 a day. I wish I could get like an income. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Simply doing something you like to do. We'll go. What else? Let's look at more headlines. Debunking vaccine misinformation. Okay, we got a lot of that going on. Good news. The vaccine is approved. Here's the comic. That's pretty straightforward. I'll give you a glimpse. You can go see it yourself on 4chan.com or 4chan.org/POL/catalog and maybe find it. And then yeah, people are like, oh, is the FDA approved or not? Okay, the VAERS, the VAERS, I guess that's reporting symptoms or something, is literally, quote, LOL, dude, trust me, the database. It is a tool for public health officials to monitor alarming trends. It's not meant to be analyzed by schizo posters with no background in data analytics. Fair enough. Okay, number 2. All vaccines as released in the US are safe and effective. Tons and tons of resources have been poured into research and development. No corners were cut, and clinical trial data is freely available. And then there's a link to cdc.gov/2019-ncov/vaccine/safety-of-vaccines.html. You do not have a constitutional right to receive services from businesses without a vaccine passport. Look in the Constitution. It's not there. In fact, vaccine passports have had a history going back to the 1900s. See, okay, I won't go through the universal resource locator. People can and have died after receiving the vaccine. You cannot prove that the vaccine caused the death. People have heart attacks after drinking water. Should we ban water? Yeah, there's a solid argumentative basis there. Yeah, we're not going to ban water. All known instances of long-term adverse effects from vaccines have manifested 2 months after inoculation. We are far beyond that point, right? I don't know if you think of anyone, presumably, I hope, if you're listening, you've taken whatever proactive measures against the dreaded pandemic. Okay. Right. Okay, number 6. You have a 99.5 chance of surviving COVID. However, there's a chance of getting permanent lung damage or problems from COVID. Research into this is ongoing, but it's not a pleasant condition to have. Well, that's, you know, pretty safe. Nobody wants to get. Oh, I want to get sick today. But maybe if you want a little cold and get a couple of days off work to catch up on current affairs or something. But yeah, I think for the it's safe to say that nobody really wants to get sick. And yeah, blanket statement. I'm sick. Okay, 7. If anything was nefarious with the vaccines, China would be ecstatic to shit all over the US vaccines. Instead, China has ordered over 100 million doses from Pfizer. So that's that says something. If, I don't know what, but China seems to want it. On emergency use authorization is a tool that the FDA uses to cut through red tape. It does not mean that the vaccine is experimental or that corners were cut. And there's a link again. I'll spit it out just to show you how fast I can read stuff. Okay, www.fda.gov/vaccines-biologics-vaccines-emergency. I was interchanging hyphen. Never mind. I'm gonna read it out. Sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're not. But I could play the 1984 Winston all day long, man. Atlantia, what's going on in Atlantia? Oh, look at this. There's like a tray of optical discs. These the DVDs or the probably a mixture. I'm entirely disorganized in my stuff. Oh, we've got. See, if you haven't seen this film, you should go check it out. Like probably, you know, I don't have a license to broadcast other people's intellectual properties, so I'm not gonna play it. But yeah, go out there and watch Idiocracy. Gee, I can't even think of the actor's name. But yeah, or Zoolander is a good one. Ben Stiller. Eddie Murphy Raw. Wow, go check that out. Interestingly, anyone listening, there's like a window of 1 week where in which great Canadian comedian, brilliant mind, Norm Macdonald followed me on Twitter, followed my Twitter account, and of course, I screwed it up by drawing too much attention. I should have just pretended like, yeah, of course Norm Macdonald's going to follow me, and not. But I'll tell you what, like that was like one of the highlights of my online social media foray. And I was, if you happen to be listening, Norm, thank you, thank you for giving me that, and for being yourself. And he's a guy who made me love Polish people. What are we gonna what are we gonna eat today? Polish sausage, man. having broiled sausage with tubers and spice, tubers and spice. We got some turnip. We got some root vegetables, carrots and parsnips. Put them all on a roaster with your sausage. Just broil the shit out of that. Like put some rye whiskey. Like add a little dimension. Making myself hungry just thinking about all these delectable things I could go and eat. Still no interaction. I just let's make a phone call here. Who are we gonna call? Not Ghostbusters. Who are you gonna call? I'm gonna call BB. Oh, what am I doing here? God. Okay, phone app, contacts. There we go. Make sure he's okay. God. It's pretty worrisome.
I can't.
No, still not answering. Maybe it's just me. Have I ever thought of that? Okay. No answer on whether or not I'm going to go to work or not. Ooh, I have great news from my mobility provider. That's the only place I get good news from. Hey, you watch CTV. Bom, bom, bom. Get ready to be afraid. Bom, bom, bom. Bad stuff on the horizon. Dun, dun, dun. Do, 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 do. Just the I want to know who composed that. Because it's really unsettling, the most unsettling like theme music I've heard in a long time. Let's call up. It's probably even the wrong number. It says Steve. The person I'm calling is a mechanical engineer, and he works on like avionics. It was the first time I flew an aircraft was with him. Oh, yeah, if I could go back in time, I totally would have gotten into air cadets and get some flight training. So I could be, I think being a pilot is like one of the coolest. Nerve-wracking, but if you can handle it. The closest I've come is being a bus driver, and you gotta be sharp. Can't be a pothead when you're driving them. I suppose you could, but ideally you're at your best performance when you're doing a job like that, especially when you're sort of you feel a sense of great responsibility driving other people, you're at the helm. You got like 40 passengers, and I think if you're doing a commercial pilot thing, like it's like multiply that by like 6,000. It's because it's more people and far more daunting than just rolling a bus down the highway. and not literally rolling, like the wheels rolling, not the bus rolling. Oh, gee. Yeah, I'll tell you one story. I did some like ninja moves on the steering wheel when I was driving a bus full of cadets to their survival training camp, and and I'll tell you, like the road, it had been raining for a few days, and it was off the highway. It was like a gravel dirt road, and that just the crest of the road, like nearly like it just wanted to suck me into the ditch, and through just sheer determination, I managed to not go in the ditch. Like you should have seen my hands, man. And you've got, when you're driving a bus, you've got an eyebrow. They call it the eyebrow mirror, so you can like see all your passengers, right? And the paralysis of people, because like everybody, like it felt like we were going anywhere but like on the road, like we were gonna be doing and it was a pretty steep ditch, so like probably a good chance we would have done a barrel roll there, and through just sheer determination, my hands were like gas clutch pedal, boom boom boom, bing 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 bang bong. It was like a ninja movie, and yeah, I just by just by you know uh, I'm not gonna get foul language, something hair, um we I managed to not go in the ditch, and the size of relief was like a collective, like so I felt like a hero. Heroic thing I did in my life is not roll a bus into a ditch. Mm. Check 1 2. I'm wondering if the microphone is coming in good here. Say something. Get in here. Okay. You know what? Maybe I used the wrong board on 4chan, but well, I think there's one board on 4chan.org that specifically caters to people looking to connect with other people. So like I go to like /G, which is technology. I haven't done that in a while. I'm mostly like I find politically incorrect to be like a fairly good aggregate of honest opinion, and with current events. You want to be on the lead, the tip of the spear when it comes to current events. This is in my opinion the place to go. um, we're gonna go to, what's this, SOC, cams and meetups. Yeah, that's what I want. I don't want jerkmate. I'm not I'm not into that kind of thing. uh, I don't think you should be either. But we're going to go. Okay, I'll start a thread, a new thread. Start a new thread. Uh, live stream mania. Do I come across as being maniacal? Yeah, okay. Do I seem maniacal to you? Now, maybe the last person called me a retard, a fucking retard. So maybe I put the link in. Like I've got to. Maybe there's I can generate a link from from the YouTube interface here. Okay, that's all chat related, live chat. Now how? Okay, let's. Gee, maybe if I just put my I'll just put my regular channel in here, and then I need a http:// youtube.com/puzzle college. Then posited a question as a statement. I gotta change the punctuation there. Okay, YouTube. In case you're watching, you want to like see this is a real, endeavor, a real sojourn into the cyber world. I'm about to post a thread, and then I'm gonna get a picture, something to. Oh, there we go. I found it. Just like clicky click. Post. Yeah, some like forensics person decided I'd God forbid I die tomorrow or something. So, well, let's look at his hard drives, and you find a lot of like I don't know. I guess it'd be interesting. Do I seem maniacal to you? Okay. So yeah, that's I just kind of open invitation. Anyone out there is happens to get the message. Cams and meetups. Live why I'm like at the top of the catalog. It looks like. So we'll see if anyone tunes in. Maybe oh wow, like maybe hot chicks. I think today is Monday. If I don't work today, probably tomorrow. I'm kind of hoping I don't work today. Well, I mean, like I always welcome gainful employment, but so I asked the boss man, 20 after 10. I text, worky today? Worky. Yeah, how cute. Back-breaking labor. Okay. Thinking of you. Hope everybody. Who is this? 336. Say hi to your dad for me. And I love you. Oh, Diane. Oh, that's my cousin. Okay. Let's give her a call. Oh, wrong button again. Can I find it? What you've been doing lately? I'm wondering who that is. It's stab in the dark. Let's call him up. See if there's. I know it's like kind of bad form today to not send a heads up text. I'm gonna call you, okay?
Lord Tucker, Jesus, long time no hear, boy.
What the hell? Who am I speaking with? I don't even know. I must have.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You come over, you drive school bus for a bit, and you forget about. Oh, damn.
No. Phil?
CO8 driver.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we went.
You did my run there when I got pulled off the road. Remember?
You got pulled off the.
March last year.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it was you that did the run.
Yeah. No, it probably was me. Yeah. It was like I was top drawer school bus driver for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So what have you been up to?
5'10".
Is that all?
I think I'm shrinking though. Mm. All right, how's the property doing?
Yeah, not bad. Why don't you pop out and visit?
Gee, I might take you up. You'll probably regret it if I do. You'll be like, I can't believe I invited that guy out here. He's crazy.
We're off school, eh? So.
Hmm. I didn't get back into the bus driving bill just because it seemed like it'd be too much of a like all the BS and everything. Like goddamn, and my license, I missed the exam. I was lucky enough to win the melt lottery, the mandatory entry level training thing. I was selected, and then so I had to. I did make like a half-assed effort. I went in and like did some review with Carla, and and preparation for the test and everything. And I was like 5 minutes too late to get in there and write it, and then so I'm back to class 3. Had a experienced a professional downgrade in my yeah. Mm.
You got access to a dump truck?
Possibly. Yeah. If you see my YouTube channel, you know what, Bill, I should probably forewarn you. Like I'm live broadcasting on YouTube right now, so it's like a David Letterman show, but without the band. And but yeah, a dump truck. Yeah, no, tell me more. I mean, you got me interested. The dump truck that I'm could conceivably have access to is not roadworthy. Like like yeah, I couldn't lawfully like drive it. I don't think. I don't know, but then again, if the price is right, you know, there's some way around it, or you get a temporary thing. Because I mean, it got to where it is somehow, right? Like so.
Yeah. Well, that's easy. Somehow is a little paper going to you go down to the motor vehicles and get a transit permit.
Yeah. I
That's
figured.
only good for I think 24 48 hours.
Yeah. Point A to point B, and then beyond that, yeah.
Wherever it is, wherever you want to put it.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's like this particular dump truck only operates on private property type thing, right? Yeah. Can I drive a dump truck? Operate one? Yes. Can I access one? Probably not.
I'm trying to find somebody that won't charge 2 arms and 2 legs for a load of gravel.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, what about Paunch?
Don't know who that is.
Paunch Landscaping. I don't know if his rates are reasonable.
Most of these guys charge an arm and a leg.
Yeah. I guess they kind of have to, eh? Like, well, if they're busy.
You can't tell me it costs $500 to load up a dump truck and bring it out and dump it.
$500.
Yeah.
Well, to me that.
I think the cheapest I got was $400.
Okay. Well, to me, like considering all things and everything else, and the price of fuel and the rate of inflation and everything, doesn't sound too bad for a dump truck load, I guess. I remember 20 years ago I could rent a 2-bedroom apartment for probably $400
Yeah, good luck
month.
trying to do
Yeah.
that now.
You're looking for like $1,200 for a hole in the wall.
Hey, yeah. And that's literally all you get to is a hole in the wall.
Right. Yeah.
I'm staying out here. I'm actually staying out here in a school bus right
What? You sleep like sleeping in a school bus?
Yep.
Okay. There's worse places you could sleep, I suppose.
Yeah.
What is it like
I
a?
like it.
Yeah,
I
is
got
it?
a wood stove in here. It's cold.
Wow,
Fire.
wow, man, right on.
And it gets about 84 to 90 degrees here under the old system.
Okay. What do you mean the
Yeah.
old system?
This
Oh,
Fahrenheit system.
Fahrenheit. Yeah. Yeah. That's a cool thing, man. School bus conversion, wood stove. What else you got in there? Yeah.
Table. I got a fridge. I don't know real table per se, but I got a couple of little platforms I made up. Comes my fridge and my propane stove, Coleman stove. And
Okay.
I got a nuker in here.
Wow. What about solar power? Do you have a like
Not
green?
yet.
Not yet. No. Is that?
That's in the planning stage.
Yeah. I mean, like for applications like that.
Pop out. Come see.
No. Well, not today, Bill. Uh, uh, yeah. I don't know when. I have to. I don't even have my own vehicle. I'd have to.
Oh, you're still not driving.
Well, no, I drive. I
Per se,
borrow.
no, me per se.
Yeah, I borrow my dad's truck. Yeah. So, but I could ask him if he's cool with me coming out for a visit. I'd have to keep sober.
Oh
That's
yeah.
I can do that. Uh,
Well,
but yeah, no, I'd love to. I'd love to.
when you come out here, you might not want to drive back in town.
Hmm. Yeah. So doing it. Oh, well, you know what I demonstrated to myself, Bill. You have a smartphone, right?
Yep.
So the smartphone of my choice is a BlackBerry Q10, and like I bought it on eBay,
Mm-hmm.
and about 9 months in, the screen started dying. Like it was like purple haze, and I thought, like the phone was still working. Like I'd turn it on, and all the Bluetooth capability was there. Like it was so the phone. It was just the display. So I ordered on eBay. I ordered for $40. I got a replacement display. And then so I get the display. I'm like, yeah, I can swap it out. I get my BlackBerry Q10 back online,
Huh.
and then I need a pentalobe screwdriver, like a five pointed star screwdriver,
Yeah.
to get these screws out. And so now I got to order a little special screwdriver set, which I did. And then I got them, and they're still they're yeah. I ordered the cheap ones or whatever, and it's not working. I had to resort to using like super glue on the tip of the screwdriver to like crack the screws out of the. But I managed to do it. I replaced the display, so now like I have a 9-year-old phone. It's the same. I love talking about it, right? Clearly, it's the same model that President Barack Obama used when he was in the White House, eh? And like the BlackBerry RIM Technology, Canadian company, it's a whole different thing, right? Like it's and it works, and I'll tell you, I went. Do you know Fred Muirhead? I shouldn't say names, I
Name
guess.
sounds familiar.
I shouldn't say like first last names. I don't think it'll be a problem, but yeah. Well, he's into carpentry and stuff. He doesn't have internet whatsoever. But I also got a laptop, IBM or Lenovo ThinkPad laptop off eBay for about $100, and then I installed a Linux operating system on it, and so I bring this old, 10-year-old equipment up the hill, and I can do a live broadcast on just using this old stuff, eh? Well, I don't know how it looks on the other end.
Don't access any of that stuff. So
Oh yeah, okay. Mm, mm.
I don't
But
even go on Facebook.
but the salient point I'm trying to make is like 20 years ago, to do what I did would have cost you would have needed a van with a satellite connection and like $250,000 worth of gear to do what I can do for under under $1,000 and you're in business, right? Hmm.
I've been out here ever since, well, before they shut the school down. I come out here, what was it? The 1st of April, I guess it was.
Yeah.
Slowly working out here, trying to get stuff done.
Hmm.
Want to tear down my fort, move in. So, want to expand the camping area.
Okay. I just got back at like the before I drove school bus. I was doing concrete construction, and we
I remember you saying that.
yeah, and I'm back to that. So
Excellent, excellent. Who are you working for now?
Lefebvre's. Oh gee, again I shouldn't like
I know some of them.
it's
Not that I remember some of them.
yeah,
I did know some of them.
I work for Alberta 1202974. uh yeah, I mean yeah, it's not glamorous work, but it's honest work. And yeah, keeps me fit. Yeah, I don't need a gym membership, you know. Well, then again, you know, yeah, I'm not inclined to be like a fitness dude.
No, I like to get is pool on base. That's it.
Yeah. So you see,
you can't do that right now either. So.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine like being a school bus driver now? You don't know if you're working one week to the next. Well,
actually, I knew they were going to shut down long before they even decided.
Yeah, me too, Bill. I saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, one school, one of my grandkids goes had 9 active cases.
Oh, geez. 9 active cases of COVID, and can you even be sure it was COVID or coronavirus or you know, like they just give you like they look for antibodies. This is what yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't know this. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You know, I don't tell people that you're actually the first person I'm telling is that I'm licensed to practice medicine. I did go to med school. I'm a doctor, right? But I don't. I got disillusioned with the whole universal healthcare system in Canada, and you know what, I just
they didn't pay you enough.
And yeah, the money could be better, eh? You know.
Money can always be better. You can make $500,000 an hour, and you want that 600,000.
Yeah, you know what I.
That's just called greed. That's all.
You know what I want is $30 an hour is like a realistic kind of benchmark for getting paid.
The only thing is, the more money you make, the more taxes you gotta pay.
Well, yeah.
If I'm the employer paying you $30 an hour, well, my cost is going to go the equivalent amount too.
Sure, it's expensive.
Cost of living goes up.
Yeah.
Everybody was satisfied with the minimum wage, $5 an hour.
Yeah.
Then the prices would be way down where you can actually afford it.
Of course. Yeah. I find. Yeah. Once minimum wage.
I can remember you take $10 and go into a corner store. You had to make 2 trips. 10 second purchase.
Yeah. To cart all this. Yeah. That's inflation, and the money printer goes. You know, it's like that. Well, yeah, and
more money to get more stuff.
Imaginary, it's speculative money, fractional banking, and all this. Like I'm learning about, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's like you know, I'll give you a sack of carrots for that used axle that I need. You know what I mean? Like
I can see that going back to doing that again.
Yeah, the
I've done that out here.
Good old barter system. You can't beat it. You know, I need this, you got that.
Out here.
I need this, you got that. Hey, let's
Let's swap.
meet in the middle somewhere and make a deal.
You hash it out. You both agree that it's a fair trade, and it doesn't matter if it's not a fair trade to you. If
No,
it's me and Joe Blow doing it,
yeah. Oh well,
it doesn't matter.
yeah, yeah.
Joe Blow and I are happy. That's all that matters.
You know what the price of something is whatever someone's willing to pay for it. So,
Right.
like for example, I sold. I tell you what, like vintage computer. The computer was gone, uh,
Uh-huh.
but I had the original box,
Oh
and
yeah.
and someone in I think it was like Tennessee.
Yeah.
Like I listed it on eBay, just the original box with the styrofoam and stuff in it. Uh, they paid 40 US dollar or no a hundred US dollars for an empty empty box because to them like maybe they were putting together like okay original computer and the original
Maybe he
box
had the original computer go into that box,
and
but he
so
didn't have the box anymore.
yeah that hundred
But he
dollars
has
like
that box, the original computer,
yeah
original box, original computer. Well, he probably got tenfold out of it.
that's right. His asking price doubled or tripled.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. And so it's a win-win situation, right? Like I'm, like a lot of people might just throw that box out, but I got $100
For
for
me,
it.
I just
You
burn
know,
the boxes when I'm done with them.
mm,
I
never
don't
know.
care about boxes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But well, you just burned $100. You know, maybe, conceivably,
Maybe.
depending,
But
right?
I don't worry about shit like that.
No, no, you can't, you can't, you can't. You'll drive yourself nuts. Like you'll become
Yeah.
a
Not only that, cost is a hoarder, then the
yes.
box get holding on to all.
You'll become
10 years down the road, maybe it's worth $10 instead of
yeah, yeah. I think I told you about the typewriter. I bought three typewriters for $1 in the mid '90s. I was visiting my grandma in Coleman, and down the road there were like a couple of hippie type people. They were running like a little bazaar out of their house. They had
oh
all
yeah.
kinds of it was just knickknacks and all kinds of stuff. And I saw these typewriters, and I've always kind of liked typing and print setting and stuff like that. And so for $1, I got three typewriters. Two of them, uh, one of them is gone. The other one, like me and a friend took apart to like look at it. And then, but the real Cadillac typewriter I've still got. So that, but like you call it, I paid like 33 cents for it. That typewriter today, like I wouldn't let it go for under $2,000. You
Some
know,
of them are quite good.
yeah, yeah, and
They're like tonight, still in the circulation.
mm, it's in perfect working condition, and I even cleaned it up so all the keys, you hit it and it hits the paper, uh,
And it does what it's
and
designed to do.
but if you get dust in there, like sometimes the striker doesn't return to its
Yeah.
resting
Yeah.
point. It's slow,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I got in there with like rubbing
The
alcohol
old
and
manual typewriters, not the old electric typewriters.
yeah,
The
yeah.
old
This is
manual,
totally manual,
which I
man.
happen to have.
The only thing you might need to use it is a candlelight, right, to
Yeah.
see what you're typing, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't
No,
need.
I know where all the keys are, so.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And I took it to school. I took it as my
You
very
did, eh?
big and easy credit, not realizing I'm going to be using it.
Oh, right.
I figured
Well,
it's just easy credit.
I
Used it for quite a while.
I feel the same way about French. I rarely do I use it except to like seem like I'm sophisticated. Ah, parlez-vous français, monsieur? Yeah.
Was ist los? Nichts verstehe ich. Sprechen Sie Deutsch bitte?
You speak a little German, do you?
Jawohl, kleine Deutsch.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Bill, I'm gonna let you go here, my friend, and
All right.
and
Like I say, hopefully you can make it out one of these days.
sorry I didn't call back sooner. Like, sometimes, like I don't know,
Well, I get that way too.
and the phone I used to use, like I can just pop a SIM card out of one and put it in another.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had a like a mega reboot session, like and so all my old contacts are MIA, you know.
Yeah, gone.
Yeah. And maybe that's for the best because I know after I like I was on a thing where I'd like just call people up, all the drunk dialing type stuff, and
I remember those days.
yeah, there's no harm, no foul, I guess.
Exactly.
But yeah,
I'm just waiting for a guy to come back out here now. Actually,
you wait.
he's 2 spots from me here.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's using them as storage spots.
Right, right.
So,
Yeah, yeah, and I'm always full of business ideas, right? I think I
so
got,
am I.
yeah,
It's just all it takes money.
yeah, the initial startup capital and planning.
I have this either due to the fact I ain't putting out that kind of money.
Yeah.
I decided, what, you want me to put it out? Hand me the money and I'll manage it.
Yeah, the overhead for this idea, like it's a really novel idea. I'm not going to jinx it by someone will steal it if I talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
It does involve I'm sure you're familiar with cryptocurrency or
Yep.
blockchain technology, and this is sort of I'll say
Just
it's
imagine if you had went and bought all that crypto when it was a nickel of crypto. How much money you have in the bank today?
yeah, well,
What, 60,000 Canadian dollars?
it's not exactly money in the bank, like I've got a Bitcoin, but like what do I do with it? I don't know.
I mean, you can't be. Some places are accepting them as actual currency.
Right, yeah, I'm hanging on because I don't want to put myself on on the radar of the Canadian Revenue Agency, right? It's
That's better.
yeah,
But
yeah.
now there's nothing wrong with it.
uh
They bring you in saying you got to claim that as income. Well, technically, any money you earn has to be claimed.
yeah.
And it doesn't specify legal or not. It just says any money that you earn, you must pay tax on.
Sure. Are they going to view it as a capital gain for taxation purposes? I really don't know.
Let's say you spend a nickel to get one coin. You only bought the one coin.
Yeah,
It's now worth 60,000
yeah,
Canadian dollars.
yeah.
So you take that 60,000, divide it by 2, and you pay tax on 30,000.
Right. Yeah, you pay. Yeah.
They allow you
Exactly.
half.
I think like for the time being, like doing nothing at all with it is probably the wisest thing I could do.
wish I
Yeah.
had 1 or 2 of them suckers right now.
Well,
They
sure.
might be hanging on to.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it's not as tangible as people might think. It says, "Oh, you got Bitcoin, you got 60."
Just joined the military. I think it went from $16 an ounce to $32 an ounce. And I was kicking my ass for not buying a
Couple ounces of gold.
gold.
Yeah. You can never go wrong with
And it went up
gold.
to, what was it, 1,800 and change?
Yeah, I did.
Dropping back down again. It was back up. I don't know what it is now.
It's in the $2,000 an ounce region, I think.
Is that where it is now?
So I don't follow it. I don't
I
really
follow it, but I don't invest in it.
Yeah.
All I got is my Walmart shares.
Okay.
I haven't checked them to see how much they're worth yet.
Yeah, that's good. If you want to make a stock tip, probably sink a little money into Pfizer or like one of these.
But I'm really read them. What if they go bottom up?
Well, it's always a gamble. It's a bit of a crapshoot.
You got into it from day one, then and then as long as the COVID's going, they're going to be making money.
Yeah, I think that's their plan. The plan is that I think that's the master plan, is to have COVID never go away. And
That's right.
Yeah, that's
Get out of it. So.
Oh man.
Well, they're in the 3rd wave, so I'm just waiting for the 4th wave.
Yeah, and the 5th and the 6th. And before you know it's the Black Plague again. I don't know. I guess my best advice is if you can help it, just in case, because let's pretend that it's all fakery and it's just influenza and they slapped a new label on it. Okay, that's a position some people are taking. I don't know if that's what it is, but it's never a bad idea. I'll put it this way: it's never a bad idea to err on the side of caution, because you know, and you don't know. Like, that's the thing. Nobody seems to really know what the hell's going on, and yeah, anyone who claims to,
Well, so far I've had 3 kids on my bus at different times since this COVID started.
oh,
Pulled off the bus because of COVID.
oh, yeah, yeah,
When we found out that one had a positive test,
right.
we went and got tested. They quarantined me for, what was it, 7, 8 days?
Oh, is it? Yeah, I thought it was like 14 days or something. You
Oh,
had
it
to
was.
what?
It was on the first time.
Yeah.
The time he was pulled off the bus.
Who decides this? Well, there's your answer. The World Health Organization.
Alberta Health.
Yeah, but where are they getting their talking points from? You know what? Alberta's like the leading expert
For this province, yeah.
well, yeah, they're like officially the highest authority. Like you know, but
And
can can you be?
there's 10 cases here in Cold Lake. He has to be forwarded to Alberta Health.
Yeah, yeah.
Alberta Health will say, okay, let's see, he's like you and everything now. Now gotta get Bill checked out.
Oh, right.
So it's all he has to check.
Oh, okay.
And that's how they go about doing it.
How do they check? How do they check you? Do they stick a Q-tip into your brain?
Into your nose, yeah. Into your brain. Yeah.
No, thank you. Yeah, but yeah, they're brushing your cerebral fluid. Yeah, yeah. I can't believe when I saw that. I thought, what? No way. No, you're not. Good God. Yeah, yeah. I'm not. Yeah, not. That's not my cup of tea. That's for sure.
Usually went once.
Yeah.
And I just bitched every time I heard the schools get tired. I had one just before they closed the schools. From elementary, I got pulled off the bus because of it.
You're kidding. Oh God. Wow. No, I know you're not.
I used to always stand in chat.
Huh. Yeah, see.
Come up with standard chat. The time to fire. We can't let them off the bus before 8:15 unless there's one of the school people outside.
Huh. You know, like as a lowly bus driver, like I witnessed like a senior staff member at one of the Catholics. I won't name it. I can't even remember the but though it was covering your route and that little fella Hawk. Yeah. I thought he was real. He was really like a what you might call an indigo kid, you know, like really bright, really you know, he's badass, right? Like rebellious spirit. It reminded me of myself. And sure, yeah, no, I thought he was a good kid. And then the way the principal of the school or the vice principal, I can't remember, like came on the bus and started like denigrating him and I you know, as a bus driver, you know, what do you like as a sovereign citizen? I you know, I objected to the way she was treating this child. And
I know when I was doing C-25 calling,
like, you know, when something isn't right.
Kindergarten kid punched a drink too in the stars. I just looked at Ryan, go get the principal and tell her get her boys out here, and I mean right now.
Yeah.
He opens that door.
Yeah.
Principal so-and-so, do what you want on his bus right now. He said, get your butt out here, and he means right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy punched that guy in the stars.
Oh geez, yeah. These things are gonna happen. You know, that's the thing. You don't.
And he says, "Mom home? Yep. Mom got Bill. Yep." She grabbed him by the shoulder, pulls him off the bus, and says, "Carry on, getting on the bus for a few days.
Yeah.
And he wasn't.
Yeah. Well, that's how you handle things. Like everyone knows right from wrong, and you don't need to
You're on the
get.
school bus, and if you miss the bus, pull over, open the door, and say, "Get the hell out my bus."
Yeah.
Say, "Get the fuck off my
Yeah.
bus now, or it's
It-
screwing you."
yeah, you can't do the you're walking home thing anymore, right? Not without serious repercussions, but
Oh, I threatened all the time to go off the bus.
yeah. What a unique
They'll kick that guy off the bus. He's not on. He has been on all week. Shit, man, you better be here. I could hear them talking. You know what? Not I hear the word they said. I just snickered under my breath. The kid
yeah.
was off the bus because that's just before COVID. He just had a cold. He
Oh,
stayed home.
yeah.
But I didn't tell the kids that.
Right. I'll tell you.
It worked for me.
I'll tell you what, like Bill, you probably know, like it was my first rodeo driving school bus. Like it was something I first got into in my early 20s as a part-time job, right? Like, and I was teaching guitar lessons in the evening and then driving taxi on the weekend. And I thought, like, oh, well, that's like kind of a good job, better than working at McDonald's or. And
The only reason I like this is I just sit my ass and drive.
better than hanging a shingle and calling yourself a medical practitioner. That's for sure.
I don't work for that shit. I don't want that type of stuff.
No.
I walked in when I got the job. I walked in before I even got hired. I said, "Look, if you don't want me, you tell me. Lay me off. Then I'll ask you to lay me off. You lay me off. I walk away. I drop pokey, and I'm happy. Don't go this bullshit around trying to find this and find that. Do it that way. You don't want me, just come right out and say, 'Look, Bill, would you mind retiring?' And I'll say, 'Yep.'"
Yeah.
And the kids can't believe it. Well, I said, "You guys keep acting up. You're gonna make me lose my job."
Yeah. You can appeal. You can appeal to their emotions. Like, try and make me look good here, kids.
Besides,
yeah.
Bill doesn't chastise the kid. All this my job. And you're going to get some shitty one that's a lot more stupid than I am.
Yeah.
And 2 days later,
Yeah.
the bus.
Yeah.
Take the wife down to Edmonton to catch the plane or go pick her up from the flight. I can't remember which.
You know the easiest way to manage a school bus is if all the kids like you. And then and you don't biggest problem I saw with behavioral issues when it comes to driving a school bus is um, sweating the small stuff. Like some of these supposed grown-ups are mental children themselves. Like they they let if a kid's getting to you, there's something you gotta look in the mirror.
I just sit there behind the bus and she eats after everybody on the bus. I don't say a word anymore.
Yeah, I'd like to say I'd like to say yeah, I guess that age too is when like the rebellious streak starts to and they're gonna test you. They're gonna. Mm. Oh yeah. That shouldn't happen. Like, but it's a very difficult sort of. You've got to be diplomatic and egalitarian, and you've got to make sure that bus stays on the road, right? Like,
first day of school when I had everybody on the bus, I tried the one rule on the bus.
Yeah.
And that is behave.
Oh.
Then I'll have you pull off the bus.
Well, you can't just say that because every different person could have a different interpretation of what behaving means, right? So my yeah, they know, of course, yeah.
Since kindergarten.
You've been on the bus, yeah.
I don't have to explain them to you.
Yeah.
Don't behave.
Yeah, just yeah.
I wouldn't go through and read the rules. They're all there.
Yeah.
And you get the ones that like instigating just to see how poor you did if you see something, eh?
Sure.
I sit there and I look in the mirror And I sat there for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they had coming into school doing the same thing. They're acting up.
Yeah.
I sat there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think.
Guess what?
Yeah.
The kids were all late for school that day, and they got in trouble. I
Oh.
got a phone call from the principal. Said, "How come you were late? Kids were misbehaving. They weren't listening." So I pulled over and I waited 10 minutes. And I'll do it again. And each time I pull over, it's going to be a longer wait.
Oh, gee.
Oh, that works. She says,
Yeah.
Carrey. Good idea. Principals are behind me on it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Right on. Works.
Not
If
like
it
I
works,
did
it
that
works.
often. We did it in that one school year. I only did it twice when they were
Yeah.
actually late.
Well, the only thing that made me I found it unsettling. Not to blow my own horn, but I'm a very careful and conscientious driver, and the whole time there, I didn't. I think once I made it was an empty bus, and I might have cut someone off once. Out of, but this is out of. But I'm only human. Like I mean, I'm not a. But then again, you have to be like very very perfect. But it didn't result in any incident or accident. It was just so. Um, and this.
You got that stop sign as you pull after your stop after that one-way stop. And I get there and I just see this one person start to inch forward, so I just wave him on. I'm not going to start making my turn all of a sudden. He or she needs to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just let them go.
Of course. Yeah, you have to be.
I'm in a rush, but I'm not that much of a rush.
You have to always anticipate the worst. Never take for granted that the other driver is going to follow the rules.
You come down to 5-7, you go straight into Port 10 at the stop sign. There's an 18-wheeler coming the other way. He motions to me to go, and I shook my head no, and I told him to go.
Yeah. Yeah, always err on the side of caution for sure. Yeah.
They've been waving at me all the time. And if I'm something's wrong, you see anyone get 1 or 2 18-wheelers pulling in behind me, ask me if I'm okay, if I need help.
Yeah.
So that works. That's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Now you get the cops behind me if I pull over, throwing their lights on to one of the other drivers.
Yeah.
And then they come up and ask me, oh yeah, just trying to wash the fluid. I can't see through my windows. Yeah, you're right. You got it? I said, I don't know. I'm checking. I found enough to clean them. We're going, so I'm going to the shop in Cold Lake, and I'm going to get some more washer fluid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need help? Just phone the number. You got our number? I said, yeah, I got your number. Good. If you need help, just let us know, and we'll escort you. Oh, great, thanks.
Right.
I did get an escort, but it wasn't really an escort. I just said still going the same direction I was.
Right.
I got an escort agent just going up all over the shop. What the hell you mean? Who escorted you? The cops. What the hell did you do? Nothing.
Yeah.
That's where I was going. I told them I was going up to the shop. They said, okay, stay behind us. We'll take you up there.
Hey, you know what?
My bus was acting up. That's why I was going there.
Okay. I almost now I had like one mechanical problem once, and it was probably a sensor. But anyway, like if here's a pro tip: if you're ever driving mountain roads at nighttime, if you can get position yourself that there's a big rig in front of you, about 300 car lengths down the road, and you follow that, and then if chances are that's like a shield, on the road, and so you can, so you,
when I was going across Canada, I'd find an 18-wheeler and I'd get behind it. I'd let him turn and I'd continue on the race, find the next one.
well, if you can draft them, I wouldn't recommend doing that, but then you can save a little fuel. They can just drag you along with their wind vortex. Yeah, I know, it's not a good practice, but it does work.
I'd wake up, he'd make a turn, I'd go down the road, start feeling tired again, I'd see an 18-wheeler down the roadway, and time to go.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I was driving one day like that, after talking to 3 or 4 18 wheelers, flung for about 20, 30 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And I come up onto this 18 wheeler, I'm calling them, they would answer. All of a sudden the brake lights come on. I jam my brake lights on. I stopped halfway up his truck, his trailer.
Oh.
He wasn't there. I was seeing things.
What?
Oh, time to pull over. Have a nap.
Yeah, get some rest, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one below me had one of those power trailers.
That's a horrible experience. Like trying to keep.
I jammed my brakes on, put my hands up in front of my face, figured I was going to ram into him. Then all of a sudden I'm in the center of the damn thing.
Yeah, I would say driving while fatigued is probably worse than driving if you're if you're liquored up, because you know, like, yeah, and I did that one, and it was a taxi, and this girl wanted, her boyfriend got nailed for DUI on the Air Force base, uh, and she was going out to Frog Lake, and it was already like 2 in the morning, and I was thinking, you know, it's like home time, but I took this last thing, and I'll tell you, like, it took every ounce of my wherewithal just to stay awake. I was seeing like purple things move across the my periphery. I was like, you know, when I finally got to Frog Lake, I got a coffee, and then the return trip. Oh, gee, how am I? Oh boy. Yeah.
Waited, had a little nap for a 10-minute nap or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes that's all you need to give you another hour drive down the road.
Sure.
You pull in for another 10 minutes, you get another hour down the road.
Right. Yeah.
As long as you don't fill on the logbook, you're okay.
Yeah. There's no shame. Yeah. It's better to, you know, ultimately, you know, the last thing you want to do is crash, right?
Exactly.
So if you, crash avoidance is like
I was driving an 18 wheeler from Edmonton to Slave Lake, and you know where Highway 2 joins Highway 44?
No. I'll pretend I do though.
Anyway, there's a pullover spot
Yeah.
on each side.
Yeah.
I get so bloody tired, I can hardly keep my eyes open. I pull in there, and all I had to do is rest my head on the steering wheel for 10 minutes. I get up and I could go the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Except for one morning I fell asleep.
Oh, gee.
I woke up, and boy, I grabbed the steering wheel. I thought for sure I fell asleep driving. After that, I said, well, I'm driving up. I'm going to go sit in the back bunk and have a nap. I'm not going to sit in the street.
Yeah.
Scared the shit out of myself.
He betcha. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Woke up partner. You start waking up, you feel vibrations.
Yeah. That's the key thing. Yeah, when it comes to professional driving or driving long distances, just recreationally, you know, you don't want to be tired. That's for sure.
You know,
like falling asleep.
If you're driving professionally, you don't want to be tired either, for that matter.
No, yeah, no, it's
you know, really, you think about it.
and you know, some people like.
Tired, I just pull over. I don't care where I'm at. I'll pull over and have a nap.
No, that's right, and well, a lot of people, you know, like they got to make their coin. You know, they're like they're willing to sacrifice your own health and well being and everything. It's like I gotta go. You know, it's, well, do you? You know, like think you know, if you know, what's better, like losing a job or losing your driver's license. Or lose, yeah. Worst case, yeah. That's so.
What takes so long? I get tired. I pull over for a nap. You just woke up. Yeah, so I feel I'm tired.
I'll get there when I get there.
Most of the time, I just go over and walk around the truck a couple of times. You hop back in.
Yeah, no, that's a good tactic. Yeah, and you know, hey, everyone's been tired. Yeah, getting tired. I did that once. I felt pretty fatigued picking up the kids, and one stop, I just thought, okay, you know, I'm gonna pretend to check something, and but really, I just wanted to like get some fresh air, revitalize myself, and to make the last leg of the trip. And
I remember we were in the Borden, I think it was.
Borden.
Yeah, Borden.
Yeah.
And I picked up Buddy. He's hiring a fucking kite. It's snowing like crazy.
Oh, and he's military.
He's rigging out. He's stoned.
Yeah.
And I'm laughing at him. I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And we're driving. All of a sudden, I wake up and I'm sliding down the guardrail.
Oh God. Oh.
That's it. We're pulling over. Help back to the border in time.
That's when your four-wheeled vehicle turns into a toboggan.
Sliding down the side of the car, sliding down the guardrail in the center lane.
Yeah.
I'm just glad there was a guardrail there.
Yeah. Gee, hey Bill, I'm gonna get myself a cup of coffee here. I'll let you go. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and nice to. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you sooner. I didn't recognize the number, and
I'm thinking maybe that's not his number anymore.
Yeah, no, it's same old number. Yeah, I won't give it out because I'm live TV here. But
I'll let you go. We'll talk at you later.
All right, man.
Okay, have a good one.
Okay, bye. All right. Well, that was nice. Nice to reconnect, keep in touch with people you know. And I shall be back momentarily. I won't. I'll just leave the broadcast running here. You can. What can I do? I'll put on some Dr. Phil commercial break. Okay. What are we talking about on Dr. Phil? I see it's like a mirror image on my YouTube web interface here. But I'm back. I am back. Feels good to be alive. I'll tell you that, and to be in good health. Arguably, I'm mentally well. I don't know what an expert might say. Who among us can really claim to be perfectly of sound mind? Is there the least crazy person award? Clearly, I suffer from addiction. But gee, can you make a strong argument for smoking? Seems I'm not the only one who does it. Caffeine, that's a big one. I don't know if I had to give up caffeine, how would I like face the day without my shot of caffeine? And I'm the type of guy, like, I can drink coffee morning to evening. I have switched to black tea in the evenings. I'm more inclined to have, instead of coffee in the evening, I'll drink piping hot black tea. And I'm thinking probably what wouldn't be a bad idea is to put a little maple syrup in there. Like, being Canadian, that's like the number one sweetener of choice is maple syrup. hard to beat. It's got a distinct flavor, tree sap, you know, unrefined. I was discussing sugar. If you've got, as an MD, I'm going to tell you that if there's anything you can do without in your life, uh, refined sugar, corn syrup, like the glucose and the fructose and stuff like that. You know, try and keep that to a bare minimum if possible, because it'll only exacerbate existing health conditions and potentially create some kind of chronic illness if you're really heavy on the soda pop and pretzels. You know, salt don't salt is I think like in school we were told salt is bad. I think it really depends. Like everybody's got a slightly different physiological how much salt like a potato. Do a reassessment of your dietary habits. Salt, yeah, refined sugar. You know, if you you like if you got a sweet tooth, hey, your body's telling you don't deprive yourself you get cravings for something. You don't want to you'll probably do more harm to yourself by like self-governance and deprivation than you will by like satiating that craving. But at the same token, maybe do something to earn it, like go for a stroll through the park, and then reward yourself with your your cheesecake or whatever you want to. That's a good cheesecake is a good healthy sweet thing. But well, the refined sugar, I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a dietitian really. Mm. However, I will point out that common sense approach would be if let's for example you're a multi-generational family that grew up in a coastal town, and you have a history in your family of longevity. Grandma lived to be 89, grandpa lived to be 92, and all they did was eat shellfish and clam chowder and bacon every morning. Well, it tells you something. They made it. You know, the centurion mark is pretty admirable. I would say that's a solid milestone if you can live to be 100 years. And and you always put extra butter on your sandwiches. Well, I guess it worked. There's no someone like that thinking, oh, butter is bad. You gotta switch to hydrogenated vegetable oil. What? Ah, it doesn't even taste as good. So all these, once you realize like a lot of these like it's dietary fiction or it's supposition, maybe there's some truth to it. Like yeah, uh, not, I don't know, it's change of subject, man. Unless someone wants to challenge me on on my uh on my authoritative platform here. And if you're out there listening and you're hearing this broadcast, I welcome you to teach me something. I'm always, I like to learn new things. I'm keenly interested in sciences and I'd say I'm more interested in opinion. I'm an opinion monger. I like to read semblance of ground. What's really happening. You know. Mm. So let's do some of that now. Like since this is like a window into uh, into my um, wonderful existence. See if I got any, no traction on my thing. Still up there though. But I got you know, I hate these pornographic ads. They're really lewd. I'm just not okay. Excusez-moi. That was highly unprofessional, eh? Burp in the middle of a, a teleconference. It's a teleconference burper. That's a quick way to shut down conversation and distract the all the parties involved. They just let out a big belch. Ah. And everybody clapped. Go to politically correct. This is right. This is my top, my top news aggregate. Okay. Has the sexual liberation of women improved their lives? That's a loaded question, eh? You know, listen, let's say it be a case by case basis. Happening. Jews on fire. Oh, good Lord. Just in. Fire on the Temple Mount. Oh, no. Enemy, I think, is suffering such a fate of having the world burn around you. You know, it's never fun. I don't even want to say the N word, but you all know what I mean. Someone wrote space. Gee, you know, I just, you know, it's such a loaded. When I'm in company, I'm not afraid to say it. Let's say, but here I'm doing a live broadcast. I did set it to adults only. I'm sure there's worse things, but I don't need to lower myself to that level or conceivably upset somebody by saying the wrong thing. Essentially, the boil down is like you're hearing a lot more about UFOs on the media, and anyone who's really closely followed the media narrative, like you're aware that they're always setting you up for something. And so I guess the thinking is that we're going to see some kind of UFO invasion on the horizon, and a lot of people seem to think it's going to be done with holograms or something. So I'll leave it to you. You see something with your own eyes, whether it's a hologram or like a solid object. You know, if they do a good job, if they're trying to take issue with is unstable. Ooh, I got a unstable connection notification there. Mm. I guess what I'm saying, you trust your own eyes, but if the Wizard of Oz is creating a convincing display, uh, you, you know, what you think you're seeing might not actually be there. Simple as. So we're not getting any, not getting, I guess I'm an attention monger. I feel so alone in the universe right now. But I did just talk to a former colleague, and he sounds like he's doing all right. So that's uh, nice to know. I wonder about my friends from high school that no longer keep in touch with me. And I don't. I presume they're doing okay. And I'm sure they are. But you never know. It's like hard to take bad news. and the older you get, the more of it there is. Yeah. We're gonna call, and we're not calling Ghostbusters. Okay. Call my jam buddy. I gotta try and take it easy today. I might have to work tomorrow. I don't want to be under the weather, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Now why am I getting phone? Where's my phone? Hey dude, where's my car? Dude, where's my phone? Okay. So maybe do this. Call. There we go. There's like 6 ways to Sunday you can call someone. Hey, you're alive. How you feeling?
What did I do last night?
Oh man, you don't remember?
No, I don't. My head games with me now.
I am, but my recollection is we played some guitar.
Yeah.
I did a like a live stream like I did the previous time. And yeah, so they're just hanging out by the fire.
Were we talking to somebody over there?
Maybe.
Did I piss somebody off yesterday on the internet?
Oh no, I don't think so. No, I don't. Well, I don't have any recollection if you did.
This one got pretty. You guys are pretty involved in your little talk. I just remember the one guy that was.
Oh.
And he stayed on for quite a while.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes you make a good connection. I wish I could have a better memory, but maybe it's for the best.
Ham and onions in it.
Ham and onions.
Ham and onions. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what I like?
Cheese and onions, ham.
You know what goes really good with ham? I'm sure you know this, but like fancy prepared mustard. You get that like Dijon mustard.
Yeah,
Really
nice with ham.
really spicy and yeah. It's just.
Another thing with ham is applesauce.
Oh yeah. Yeah, applesauce. Having an applesauce in such a long time, and it's such a nice condiment.
Yeah,
It's nice.
Little... It's a different altogether.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's sometimes counterintuitive, like when you mix sweet with sour, or so you get like competing kind of spectrums of the taste buds in one bite. Yeah. Yeah, one example, like pineapple in a stir fry, right? That works.
Yeah, pineapple in a pizza.
Well, yeah, that's
Some people don't like pineapple.
That's good. I'll tell you what my go-to pizza.
Pineapple and ham go too, eh?
Oh no, I might have to work.
What do you mean?
Let's see here.
You get a telephone call?
I'm getting, gee, that's like an ancient text. Yeah, I got a little notification from Boss Man. Basement is so 1 o'clock now. Now I'm expected to go to work. Gee. It's probably best if I do go, right, instead of sitting here. Yeah. Who wants to do a television program when you can go and hump around building materials? It's like, yeah, I couldn't think. You know what? I'll tell you what. Doing foundational construction, I can't think of a more difficult way to make money and have like high overhead. Because what happens when eventually like those forms are all worn out? The cost of replacement, you're looking at like $250,000
Wow.
to replace that shit.
Those type of ones,
So
probably.
like I don't know how they even turn a profit. We consider all things, eh? Like it just doesn't add up in my
Pretty good money
in my
driven.
layman's well,
Like, there's pretty good money in that.
not for me.
No, not for you.
Not but no but okay, what does it cost to do a 1,200 square foot foundation with a garage? Okay, you're paying about $8,000-9,000.
For labor.
No. Like if you want if you're building a house and you want to get a basement put in, you're looking at about $9,000. Okay, let's call it nine grand.
And labor?
If I what's the cost of labor to get me out there doing what is it? Uh, yeah, you're looking at paying me about 1,000. So okay, 9,000 minus 1,000. Now we're at 8 grand, and then factor in all the fuel, just fuel, the driving there and back, the diesel for the machines and everything. Okay, let's just call it another grand, right? So now you're down to 7,000, and
Because you set up for it.
and then let's say like just general degradation, tools and everything that wear out, the grinding discs, all these. Okay, let's subtract another 1,000, for that. So now we're down to 6,000. And then yeah, added labor costs, deduct another 1,000. Like, and you keep doing this, and I'm thinking like, how do you even turn a profit? And it's hard work and it's like expensive to do. To me it doesn't sound like a like if I was an investor and I'm like looking at companies to put my money into, this would be like a bottom of a very long list, I would say. But to me it's a wage.
Well, once you purchase those farms, you're married to them.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be sitting in the yard waiting for something to do.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, I'm looking for a business thing. I'm gonna buy 80 tons worth of fucking stuff that's gonna wear out over time. No, that's not.
We need a truck. We need
Yeah,
a truck.
a trailer. Like the overhead is just
Yeah.
huge.
But it makes you money, the picker.
Well, yeah, but I'm not seeing like the like a good return on investment. It's like when you, because you're kind of living, you're creating a lifestyle for yourself more than anything. Like you're getting the cash flow, but in the long run, you're just losing money. It's just like you might as well just take a pile of like $500,000 and light it on fire. Sorry to say, like, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about all this, but just my simple layman's like gut feeling tells me like this is not like an investment, like not a good investment really. But you're doing important work. I mean, people need their foundations, right?
One thing too, you don't have much competition.
No, that's right. But the like what are you realistically paying yourself at the end of the day? Maybe $20 an hour, and there you got all this liability, you got like the business angle, you got all this shit to deal with. I just don't, like
$1,000 a day I should be making.
I'd rather just like buy silver coins. That's probably, like in the labor, and yeah, the labor is not easy. you know there's not
Talk about it, but so hard to do.
like anyone can learn it. It's not that complicated. God, uh, fuck, like
That's why you buy
just
insurance.
what yeah, you have to be. Then there's another expense. How much is the insurance every year? How much is this? How much is that? And I'm thinking that by the end of it, you're actually fucking shelling out money to stay in business. It's not even profitable. Maybe, like if you actually look at the numbers, you're gonna see, "Well, what the hell am I doing?"
Well, God wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't profitable.
Well, what else is he gonna do? That's the thing. You say you're married to you invested $250,000 into this into
Open up a
this
hot dog stand.
this thing that would probably be far more profitable at the end of the day.
What, a hot dog stand?
Yes, yeah. In the long term, that's what I'm saying. Like once these forms, every time you use them, they're losing value. It's like you buy it, you drive a brand new pickup truck off the car dealership lot, and the minute you turn that key, man, you just lost like 20% of the value.
I got a feeling that distillery is gonna make good money.
It is or not?
Well, I think it will.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, probably.
I may play no competition. It's a different gig altogether.
Yeah.
And but I guess food is food, and beer is beer, and whiskey is whiskey.
Yeah, consumables. Yeah, like if you want a good investment, invest in tobacco, or weed or liquor. Gambling always pays off for the house. It's like that's what you really, if you're really shrewd and capable, you'd want a business that is like what they say, a license to print money. You got cash flow, like a liquor store, never a bad investment. But being a landlord, there's a headache, right? You want to buy into headache.
Another one. Once you do that, you're married to it.
Yeah, and then like it seems like a good idea. Like the grass is always greener, but then like you get the nightmare tenant. It's the tenant. Yeah, the renter from hell, right?
Well, I wasn't like the best of renter either.
That's
I did something I should have never did.
Oh well, we won't.
He never had.
Yeah.
Did what he did.
Yeah.
He had problems with what's his name, Sayers, and his buddy, the guitar player Sayers.
Oh yeah. But we won't.
We rented him a duplex. They destroyed the fucking thing. They broke the window. They slayed all the doors, holes in the walls.
Good God. Yeah.
Animals.
Yeah. Really, eh? Yeah.
Try to kick them out.
No.
And you can't be legally lawful. You just can't kick them out like that nowadays.
Sure. You know what? For what it's. I don't even. I can't even understand the mindset. Like if you renting a place to live, treat it like it's your own. That's a good rule of thumb. For better or for worse. Like I'm not the tidiest person, but I like to be surrounded by.
You like to be treated with respect and well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like. How do you make an enemy? You disrespect someone else's property. I don't know how. I don't know what kind of mindset would.
Some people, one wrong look, you make an enemy.
Sure. Yeah.
One wrong look, you can make an enemy.
Yeah, but you know what? I guess I'm gonna like figure out what time I'm gonna go to work here.
Yeah, I got to
probably.
To the south anyway.
Probably be a fairly easy day if we're not pouring suddenly. That's what that's. Well, yeah, no. I know the foundation is dug, and so we just got to set up the footings. I'm thinking, I hope there's no urgency. It's like, oh, we're gonna pour concrete in 2 hours and got to set it up real quick. I will just like I don't know. I'm not into that anymore. I'm not taking the heat because I'm the low man on the totem pole, and they're gonna start screaming at me for like, yeah, nah, not happening. So I'll see if I'm not going to work. Maybe we can do another jam session if you're up for it.
Oh, I gotta stay away from the alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just
Come over and visit, have coffee and tea.
yeah. Okay, okay.
I gotta go to the south, and I gotta stop at this guy's place behind Toby's
Okay.
and just quickly measure a few things off and talk to him.
Right.
And I wanted to go pick up some material today, but I put all that garbage in the back of my truck, and the dump is not open today.
Oh, it's not.
I go to Home Hardware, pick up what I need for this job, and throw it all in with the garbage in the back of my truck.
Why wouldn't the dump be open?
Well, Mondays they close Mondays.
Oh, do they? Okay, I just shows what I know.
Mondays they close.
I'm heavily.
So they're yeah, they work Saturdays all the time.
Okay, yeah.
Fridays, but Mondays and Sundays they're closed. As the bottle depot, that's closed Sunday.
Oh, okay, they are pouring today. Ah, gee, come by if you want to work. Do I want to work? Maybe not. Yeah, you know what? Geez, I hate saying no, right? Like, but it's a bit short notice, right? Like, I think the least you can do is give me a day's notice, right? So I'm gonna say short notice.
Like, where are they pouring?
Short notice over at Creekside.
Oh, yeah.
Notice. Short notice. Not today. Yeah, no, I'm not. You know what? You gotta be firm and dealing. I'm not a grab the leash and drag this guy to work. You know, if I would have known yesterday, no problem. I would be there. But I don't like this like last minute shit. Fuck that. I'm sorry if if my boss is listening, but
Supposed to go work with a happy attitude.
oh yeah, no, and I'm just like, and I kind of, I'm flexible, but to a point, I'm just like not feeling it now, and I think the least someone could expect is a good like 12 hours notice. But a 1 hour we're gonna work all of a sudden. You could have told me at 10 o'clock in the morning, not 1 in the afternoon, right?
Well, do you usually work Mondays?
Is that not a reasonable expectation on my part?
It is Monday today, it's not Sunday.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't. Yeah. Then again, I guess I was kind of put on notice. It might be today or tomorrow. But I'm saying, like I say, let me know at like, even 11 o'clock. Not like, oh, can you come in right? I'm not getting paid to do that, right? To be, it's somebody, you get a job where you get paid just for being available. Well, I'm not getting extra pay to be on short notice, so I'm not going to. I don't have to. It's not life or death for me. And if they expect, Chad's probably listening, so whatever. Anyway, I'll just leave it at that. I just said the short answer is no. I'll go in tomorrow if they want me tomorrow or the next day if they. Sure. Yeah. No, I like the work. I appreciate having the opportunity. All these things. Well, no, he didn't say. He said, "Come by if you want to work." And right now, yeah. So I say not today. Short notice, not today. Simple as, you know. And then boots on. You just turning yourself into into a yes man. I think I'm more valuable. Yeah.
There's a movie called that with Jim Carrey in it.
The Yes Man. Canadian actor. Jim Carrey. What a oh man, that guy's nuts.
Oh yeah.
He
Never
is.
seen that movie, The Yes Man?
I haven't. Or have I? You know what? If I can't think of what's.
And then he played Liar Liar.
Yeah.
Or Liar, whatever it is.
I think yeah, that's a good. I'm gonna put that on my to watch list. Is Yes Man. I watch it with the cronies. I just noticed that, like, back in the day, remember you used to go to the video store and you get 5 movies 5 days for $5, like the or 666 deal or whatever. Um, and then yeah, you might only watch 3 of them, but you're gonna watch them.
That's right.
And it was
A week or whatever.
that's a good.
For a couple of days.
And that's a good bargain, of course. You know, like today, like people can you got to have high definition TV and all these super surround sound and
Some
create.
people just videotape them off the TV.
Yeah. That's how we used to do it.
You were not supposed to, but you
Oh yeah,
anyway.
yeah, breaking the law.
Well, I guess you would be in a sort of way. What do they call it?
Um.
They call
Oh
it something.
no, if you were to record television, you're paying for television. You record you know,
So
doctor.
if you pay for your damn shit you see on TV, then you can do anything you want with it.
You set up your timer. Today it's PVR, but you set up your timer to record Dr. Phil at the same time every day because you're at work while it's on the air. You're paying for the cable, so you know you're just. But here's where it gets tricky. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Is if you're um, playing it for an audience, like you say, "Hey, you want to see Dr. Phil? I got like the whole season of Dr. Phil on video cassette. Come on over and you're cheating, right?" They're like, "Oh, you know, you got 5 people who don't pay for cable, but chances are pay for cable anyway." So it's like it's sort of a fair use. I don't think I don't think you're gonna expect to get damages out of someone who's videotaping Dr. Phil and broadcasting it to like a small audience of friends. You know, if you went and projected it on the side of a building and you got like 100 people watching Dr. Well, you don't have a license to do that kind of thing. You have to say because it's somebody else's copyrighted material. So if someone took one of my music videos and started making money off it, then I might have a case in court, and then I could be able to like get convince a judge that I'm entitled to a sizable chunk of that profit they made off my intellectual property, right? Yeah, I think that's basically how it works. Like, it's been a long time since I've practiced copyright law, but I'm thinking of getting back into medicine. I'm thinking of hanging a shingle saying holistic practitioner, saying come in and we'll, I'll set you up with, you know, I think you need some dietary changes in your life. And ooh, but man, oh man, I don't know what to, uh, I'm feeling hungry. I'm gonna, what am I gonna eat? A couple of hard-boiled eggs and toast, maybe. Some quick. But then I always screw hard-boiled eggs up. I never get them right, like they're, and then peeling the shell is always, you know, there's a trick to it. I should learn how to do it. And
If you don't cook them too long, then they're harder to peel.
the long,
Some people like a soft boiled egg.
yeah.
You can't really. You have to kind
Oh,
You gotta scoop the egg out of the shell almost.
oh, you know what my mom used to make? There was like a little egg cup. It was
Yeah.
and then like a or not poached, yeah, soft boiled egg, and
Soft boiled eggs,
just
3 minute egg or 4 minute egg.
kind of knock the top off it, and then toast fingers, and then you dip the toast in the
Yeah.
runny egg yolk. And, wow,
Yeah.
yeah,
You dip your toast into it or whatever, yeah.
yeah, that's a nice way to eat an egg. Okay,
You know, some
a
people
little bit
order it at
fan.
the restaurants and they want
Yeah.
4 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. So a little bit fancy, you know.
Right.
You feel sophisticated dipping your toast fingers into the egg. And maybe you've got a silver egg cup. You know, it's like, hey, I'm an aristocrat.
I went to 7-Eleven there last week.
I'll
7-Eleven got some more chicken. Then I went over to KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and got some hot sauce.
what? Just
I went over to 7-Eleven, bought some wings,
yeah.
went over to KFC, and got some hot sauce.
Like, did you pay for the hot sauce or just?
Oh, they gave it to me on the drive-thru.
Really? That's a good hack. That's that's if you want a fresh burger at.
But I did get some popcorn chicken too, though.
Oh, did you? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, okay. They were you
Right?
can just go and ask for hot sauce. I don't imagine.
Yeah, well, I was
Well,
after
maybe.
the hot sauce, but I thought I don't think they'll give me any. Because I couldn't lie to them and say, well, I was here about 2 hours ago. They're going to look at you and fuck you were.
Yeah, I guess yeah, if you're making a yeah, it's probably something like someone like me could get away with, like because I'm not making a habit of hitting up fast food restaurants for like napkins. It was like you show up every day at the same time. Yeah, can I get 3 napkins? What? Hey, wait, it works the first time or the second time, but then they catch on. This guy's just like getting free napkins out of us.
You'll get looked at in a strange way.
Yeah. Oh man, what else? Like, get a drawer full of plastic cutlery. Why? Yeah, why?
Salt and pepper, but the salt and pepper paper things there, from McDonald's and A&W, get little packages of salt and pepper.
Yeah, you store those up for an emergency.
Almost freaking useless. Some of them, you open them up, and maybe you get about 2 peppers.
Yeah, like there's like 6 grains of pepper. What?
Yeah, grains would be the word for it.
Yeah. Yeah, packaging. That's an industry unto itself, man. Like that's a lot of money.
Salt and pepper shakers there, people go home with them.
Yeah, it's like back in the day, you abscond,
People go home with your salt and pepper shakers.
or an ashtray used to be a thing people would like just kind of take take out of the restaurant. They got 32 of them. They're not going to miss one.
Everything goes missing.
Yeah. Well, I guess one. Yeah, one example is that like I think is common practice is packing up a hotel bath towel. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's a given.
Stayed here for a couple of weeks at one time. She came with a whole bunch of soap from the motel.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. Yeah. That's something pretty easy to make. You can make your own soap,
For the room, so you get the bar soap or whatever. But usually they're so small, little mineralized.
Yeah.
It's not costly for it to disappear on it.
Little tiny tube of toothpaste and a couple.
Full ball or soap.
A couple of.
Put one down in a room and goes missing. Well, after a while, that's cost $30 a month to do the math of the year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you a story. You know the Westin Hotel in Edmonton. Uh, Sort of like, it's supposed to be upscale. I guess it is. Um, but yeah, we got like at the time, Mom gave me the credit card because I was going to a wedding with a couple of friends, uh, and yeah, there's four of us, and we requested a smoking room. They didn't have one, so I won't go into detail, but yeah, my buddy, first thing he does is grab one of the wrapped cookies. Like it's one of those big cookies that's like full of preservatives and stuff. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. But one cookie, you know what they billed me for? $8. I was like, fuck. Holy shit. Why did so they put that stuff there to tempt you, and then you don't realize you're paying like a quadruple premium on the thing, it's like a little can of ginger ale costs you like $4, and whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, Blake, I should skedaddle here.
Yeah, me too. I gotta eat something here. I'll talk to you later, Fred.
Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
And call and yeah. Scammer one. So, oh well, this I'd say is not the most successful live stream in history, but anyway, I'm going to take a battle. I need a script. I need a producer at this point in time. Who knows if this will go anywhere or materialize into anything meaningful. But well, once again, thanks for listening, and we'll see you again shortly.